another, learning relationships with rich people. Oh, you don't see. You should have known your rural communities. When the Hopewells put pictures, and Zimbabwe, other neighborhoods, Kumaruzeva, didn't have a school from Kuvira Smith days. Schools are being built in Nevanu today. Mkabewe free education, where was he to build those schools? Their kids were still having lessons under trees, Kumaruzeva, in 2025. First school in their rural area. Where was Mkabe Wachowe free education? Didn't he know those rural communities? I must ziva chete when he goes for elections. Ainga wone kutapana maskoro. Chatinye pere pano. Know your people. Keep your relationships with them to your fucking self. Every day, Mkabe was not evil. He gave free education. Free education. Were you in all our neighborhoods knowing how we are building our schools? I gave you 2 schools that were not free education. Mawaba Primary School in Lobengula, in Bulawayo. Go and see what built it. Sati udze zvaMugabe isusu hatina kueducatwa naMugabe. Takaeducatwa nevabereki vedu, nevanhu vemunharaunda. Vaidoneta mari, vachivaka zvikoro. Noti Mugabe, hatina kupiwa mari naMugabe wako uyu. Kana akupa iwewe nevana vako, good luck to you. Well done. But uchati udzire isusu kwatakadzidzira and tell us who paid. Every month, our parents were saving money for school fees. Taibhadharirwa naMugabe. Woti udza isusu kuti tabhadharirwa naMugabe. Ari kupi akabha wena ndisa wafundiswa Mugabe wena?
Never.
Ngikwazi isikolo wafunda kiso sabhadhalelwa nguMugabe.
Ngafunda econvent, ngafunda laseMarketing.
Isikolo zaMugabe zona lezo.
A Dominican convent, yes.
I don't think that is a
So Lisa,
Mugabe
you come
school.
from Mani, Lisa?
What? What are you saying?
I said you come from Mani.
No, not really. My mom worked in London, so she could afford the school fees in the 80s.
She should have waited for Mugabe to pay it for you. Kwange kuchi fora GT travel nema friends ake. Me, my father worked and sorted my mother. And the
I was
school
at
fees,
boarding school from grade 5.
referencing my receipts, edu teaches Badarira. My uncle went to Bulgaria. We have receipts in bank. 1986. Achienda first person to go and study what he started in Bulgaria. And I didn't even get a grant from the government of Zimbabwe. A family edu. Akatengesa mombe kuti aende ikoko. Woti udza kuti aipiwa mari naMugabe. Kana mapiwa, you dzokera kuZimbabwe modzosera mari yekuZimbabwe. Ndimi who owe us money. Dzosera mari yekuZimbabwe. Because it didn't reach the rest of us. Didn't get there. Whilst you were busy having free education, our region was going through Kukurahundi and it had an embargo. I don't know which Mugabe was going in there. We were not even getting US aid. We were not having Red Cross in Matebeleland and Midlands. 82 to 87. What you would say, wewe kuti after independence taipiwa ma aid na Mugabe, as if you don't know our history. Matebeleland had an embargo. Learn to read Zimbabwean policy, not read people's bedroom covers and the curtains kuma living rooms abo uchienda ikoko chinokwata.
I think that's the
No, they learned oppression yesterday. They joined the struggle Nezuro and they have no respect. And you've been incubating them here. The people who muzzle us when we talk about our oppression.
So is she?
Indulge. Which oppression do you want me to tell you? As a Zimbabwean, does she not know? Has she not read the papers? As a Zimbabwean, what did she think was happening in Zimbabwe when people were leaving the country? What did she think was happening?
I have an answer for you, Marcy, if you can pause for a second.
Nonsense.
No, I'm actually ashamed of it for myself because I'd like you to spend your energy on something else because it makes me feel ashamed, Kuti. There are certain people who are older than you that you think would be pushing better ideas.
Jabba, Jabba,
And
Jabba.
I think you said
Jabba, Jabba,
in the
Jabba, Jabba.
conversation. Hayo
Ndezvakadziswa.
vanopedza energy nevanhu vekuti havambofa vakachinja. Although I understand kuti Masibanda has been called many things and abused in many ways, but I think my sister has energy to spend in more positive ways. But yet, it is a Friday night
It is a
therapy,
positive
so
thing for our children to know the truth. The more you allow people to distort our history, that is negative. And I am here to constantly not have us silenced by lone voices that will come and shut up 100 people to represent their reality based on their personal experiences. I could have gone to what Mugabe has done to me personally or my family. I chose to represent other Zimbabweans that Mugabe chose to silence. Look out, Masugu is a direct example of Mugabe's evil deed. He went through a court process. Kuti dai angare mhosva, tadi okay, he was found guilty in the court of law in Zimbabwe. The court of law in Zimbabwe acquitted. And as his family stood outside thinking an acquitted man normally moves from the accused to a free man, what was waiting for them was to see the Gumba Gumba with their father who died in prison, a free man imprisoned in the directions by Mugabe personally. Kouya ichi chichembere. Toti, he's not evil. Just because you have never met Lookout Masugu's kids, they would eat you for dinner with that nonsense that you speak. And if you say, I knew Mugabe personally, they have known Mugabe personally more than you. Prior to Mugabe doing that to their father, he has visited their home personally many times. He has shook hands with their father, the first general in Zimbabwe and the youngest general to free Zimbabwe. His kids saw him die in prison. Kouya ichi chekukwata. He gave us free education. Gati vire apa. And come back, because you come back. Oh, well, that's why they chased you from Facebook. That's why they chased you. However, that's why they chased you from their house and replaced you with the new people. And now you never get any invites there.
Scott, you have to make a decision. Do we still want JD Bravo here?
Hayi usehambile ngale kuma-private listeners imekele nanye ecathe khona ngale limtshayise ngoMoses Ngwenya ne ake
So they're gonna make a decision tomorrow, or what?
who's talking?
Guys, tine ma-co-host here panapa. Tine ma-co-host here panapa. Scotty naiwe John iwewe muri kutiregerera tichikwadzwa nzeve nezimbuya ari pakona taita sei tatadzei semazimbabwenzi. Come on. Tatadzei takaitei semazimbabwenzi musatidaro so. Vamwe tatopinda magumbezeka makuti mutsa naye inda kudaro so wausiku chii ichocho naye tichiteerera zvisina basa anonwa hupi koyebhueda ari kupiko timbomuimbira
What did she Scotty?
Kuma Scott, ndipeka co-host. Let's have
Umekeze
Babisha.
Scotty.
matira isi pana.
Ah,
Kuma
Wakanaka
Scott ndipe
udaongorora pana.
co-host, Babishara ndipe co-host.
Scott takwara nzeve kuno.
Aiwa, kunoda.
Munhu anotaura kuti Mugabe
Ndipe
anga ari
co-host,
Mwari,
Babishara
guys.
ndipe co-host.
Saka isusu we are being persecuted
Co-host
because
ndani.
taenda kwadandaro handi tinenge tichiita zveresistance ka ko zvine is it a crime? You know, we want to learn about resistance, innit? So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's
And why
nothing
should
wrong
we
with
not
that.
move from one space to another?
Eh,
Here I
handi,
move
eh.
up
It's
from one
allowed. It's
house to
allowed.
another. Who
It's
stopped
allowed.
you?
It's
Tamboita
allowed.
kana visitors
Why
anouya
are we
anodiwa
prevented from moving from space to space? Here I move
from
from
pillow to
Tiangwa's
pillow.
house to Masiwa's house to whoever. Ndiani akati ingawani you were over there. Why are you over there? Oh, we are panonema rules ake that she doesn't apply to herself. If she can move from one house and know all those people, we can also move from platform to platform and know all platforms. We are doing exactly what she did. So she's the one. I should also say, Scottin Domziva. I used to spend all time my spaces ake. Tandaron Domziva. I used to spend.
Ishang Maria Jaba.
Isha Maria John Babishi. Tangetiri tese na Jaba na Hokai. Iye ndiye who should tell us Mkabe ndomziva inini mkadzi wake na sisi wake ndime ndivavaziva inini ndoziva Scott anozivana na
Neminyaka
Hokai
emingaki kodwa
anozivana na
guys?
Kempu. Ndiyo
Scotty,
life yedu yemazuva ano, ndiwo kukwata kwacho kwatiri kuita now. This is the new reality now.
Scotty, sehambile Scotty. 10.
I'm here. I'm here.
How old is this friend of yours?
92.
I can look it up right now. Do you want me to look it up?
Please.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
10 ndianofanira kuitwa arrested co-host panapa. 10 unonakura vanhu vakadai so tisina basa toimba hedu kuti hanzi munomupireiko doro munomupireiko wawa.
Yes. Chen the Scotch, he leaves no ground unburnt. I think how we are called.
She's actually old, Lisa.
Like
Mama.
She's 70 years old. Can you
She's even
believe that?
older than my mom. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
older than my mom. She's 70 years
She's
old.
older than my own mom.
Wow.
ini nditori ne7 saka ari kutotikanganisa age group yedu tichadzingwa nevana adiki panapa
Yeah, I'm 73. I identify as a 74-year-old.
If you're 17 and I'm 8.
I identify as an 8-year-old.
Me too.
Yeah.
Apa
So
takunyadziswa manje tichaitwa
no, she does
racism
it all
panapa.
the time. Anotinya dio elitism that silences. Every time we talk of somebody, here she shuts you up by saying, I know the person. So you feel inferior to say your truth because her personal knowledge of people. Earlier, we were talking about how people have been ngwavering and destroying our economy. Tikataura na Philip Chiangwa kwanza. I know him personally. Mkazi wake na mkazi wa Ningi kukataura na pa. I know them personally. No, they didn't make. We can know people personally, but we don't know how they make their money. There are people here who don't even know how their fathers made money. How does GT Travel's friendship now explain how people made their money, that she should know everything Kuba defender? And her defense is to say, I know them. Now MTC, Yaizvirova, Yairova Vanhu, because I know one person she will name. Because I worked for USAID. Yes, there are things you know. But you can't be the knower of everybody's reality.
Yeah, but she wouldn't get very much. Because I just found out she's 70 years old. I don't find it BB much.
Kuna mapiritsi kuZimbabwe Mkabe left her education.
No, she's in Kennesaw, Georgia. She's in Georgia.
No, but you can go to Zimbabwe and get free healthcare from Mkabe.
Guys, munhu usingagare kuzimbabwe zveshuwa ukatotiza namo kuzimbabwe time yamugabe vanhu vese vari kusouth africa vakaenda time yamugabe and someone anotaura kuti mugabe is a saint. Guys, education iri kutaurwa iyoyo maparents edu akakanya zvidhina kumarusevha uku vakavaka kuchibhadharwa yenzi chi-development fund yaibhadharwa
Ma-development fund.
vachibvisa $3 $5 machichi zvikoro zvichivakwa vachiita hands-on vachinochera mafoundation. Health chaiyo was funded by madonors. Ana sida hu chichi even chikafu chinopiwa vanhu time yenzara pamadrought papeni chinosponzwa ne-USAID whatever. Munhu waya achirati Mugabe did nothing. Saka munototimutsa takarara tiri kumakuva tiri maghosti zvedu isusu. Motimutsa tiri kumakuva haani.
Listening association, Scotty's listening association.
Isi tiri malisteners kana tikatouya hedu tiri kuprivate kana but saka totikwidzawo BP hatisina kutotanga kuitira BP panapa paScott panapa.
David Coltart, when he became the Minister of Education, akawana ministry building yese isina toilet one inoflasha, kusina mvura inoshanda. What year was that? What had happened to my toilets? Yem building, yem Ministry of Education. Mabhuku akatanga kuenda kuchikoro akamayenda achipema all over the world. Anga akaenda kupi mabooks acho iwawo that GT Travel is talking about. Anga akadyiwa nevanhu, tinodya mapepa otakamashandisa kupisika. Ngaenda anogwarira uko. And does he think the things we got were just Mugabe? Mugabe was living on the benevolence and hard work of other people who were sitting there who wanted Zimbabwe to function.
She said the schools were free.
Free Kupi. Free Kupi. That if they were free, would there have been kids who were having social welfare? And it is we would have been free. Marizabo dzikasapinda, didn't you used to see them vachidzosera kumba? Why would you have that in a free school?
Bedroom.
And Anukushandisa kuti gave us free education. Go and learn who were instrumental. Who were instrumental in this education. Vanhu vakatanga uko kuvira kuhondo. Framing what the new Zimbabwean education system is. That wasn't Mugabe. Mugabe was busy fighting power, going sniffing around for weapons of mass destructions, Siripo accusing people of things that didn't exist. Vamwe were busy trying to build Zimbabwe. Here he was busy looking for non-existent dissidents and murdering people and training people in North Korea to be murderers. Our schools were busy being built by your parents, your uncles. Ndivo vakadzoka kuhondo vachirwira education iyoyo. Angaitora kupi nguva yekuita education iye ane murderous streak. A whole 82 to 86 achiurayana nevanhu achitraina vanhu achirecruita mayouth kuturova vanhu. Aitora kupi nguva to plan about education. Varipo who were busy doing the education vachirwisana naye achistila money, not even putting it where it was supposed to be. Achivabvisa achiisa culling people from our universities. Level of education nonsense. Dzaidya vakadzi pretending to be educating them. Vese ana Joyce Mujuru, haven't they said their stories? Are busy pretending to be educating them in his office. Instead of taking them to regular polytechnics and schools, he was busy feigning to be educating vakadzi in his office. Busy achidya beans. Didn't they tell you those stories? And Ndinindadaro, or she said it. Student wake number 1, didn't she say it?
Masi
wataita for him to put them.
Wataita basa rekutsotsa bhinzi.
Tsotsa beans.
Martina.
Azvitaurira iye nemuromo wake student number 1 anonzi Joyce Mujuru. Vashedzwa kuoffice kwanzi, we are teaching you kuti chi, kuti macolleges ange akapera kuZimbabwe to put them in. Because I thought a beans nonsense.
I can imagine Mugabe soti busy kaJoyce.
Kumusha kwana Scott vanoti akanyoporiwa aita basa rekunyopora bhinzi revanhu bratishiti vake Mugabe.
No, but Matira aona kumunzwa Joyce
I
Musmur achipindura Grace.
ndozviziva
Yazvitaura.
vese ana opa wani tivakataura wani kuti
Akati
taitsotso
takadyiwa tese.
vakadyiwa henzi vese henzi vese.
Hayi hanzi Brandstones.
Why even beans say? Why were they giving it out like that?
Nditi aitora by force because the
Iwe uri
president.
kutaura munhu ane power president unoramba ana Rashi weguzha vari kupi. Rashi weguzha akatoendeswa akatorwa makidneys ake akatombotraya kupiwa pana sali akatoenda akakandwa muacid.
That's another issue ndaba
Said.
singaizive iyoyo tichitravel.
Hamusi kuona vana
Why asingaizive iyoyo tese takakura tichiziva nhau iyoyo.
hamusi kuona ana pokelo zwi.
What do you mean, Zui? She's living the life.
Uzvichatapu havachatauri kupaparika zvi.
She's living the life. I don't think I watch her 200,000.
Anoziva kuti if she goes outside that boundary, anoziva kuti if she goes outside that boundary anotyoka gumbo. And she will only have one designer Gucci on one leg. Azviti.
Hapana that we got from Mugabe, we worked. Mawo veterans akapinda mugovernment anga ane rudo neshuviro rekuti Zimbabwe ibudirire vakazama until they turned mbavha. Some of them nekuda kubudirisa Zimbabwe vakadzingwa mabasa. So GT cannot come here and place everything on Mugabe. Education yeZimbabwe yakarwirwa nevanhu vakawanda zvekudaro until it broke down because him Mugabe wanted to be the only most educated person. Netuma degree teku corresponda apa. Nonsense. Netuma honorary ones. Aifunga kuti ndiye ega achava the most educated person.
I just find it strange how you can come and defend Mugabe here when Mugabe is the root cause of where we are now. So I just find that so confusing.
It's identifying with the ruler.
Ndizo
zvinotaura naFanon izvozvo. Kune vamwe vanhu
Close proximity.
Close proximity to, because akati ari evil achakutaurira sei stories ake achifara naye. They would have to cancel. She would have to eat them, but she still enjoys those stories. Iwewe, why don't you tell us about hama dzako dzire mari? Because une common sense. You read the room. Anoona kunge tese pano we don't know anybody who's rich. Hapana muZimbabwe asina munhu ari kuzanu PF hama dzake pano. Hapana.
Plenty, we have plenty.
People who we critique, some of them ihama dzedu. But you recognize kuti hama yangu idofo. Hama yangu is evil. Hama yangu is greedy. Can't protect that. She needs to learn that. If you want to fight for freedom, you have to separate your personal friends and the freedom of a nation. Can't be protecting them every day. Inini zozo. We can't be held hostage in a moon one with their personal experiences. Otherwise, we won't move anywhere. Matira is we are a personal experience yake. Tena we are a personal experience yake. Eban no ziva. To soswera papi. To visa ani. We have to be prepared.
Iye wakaona munhu anoti pakanzi Chiyangwa ndomuziva, ndakabva ndazodaiswa Chiyangwa ndakadaiswa Pamire ndomuziva, Mugabe ndomuziva, ningi vese ukaziva vanhu vese shuwa unenge une era chaiyo chaiyo.
Chiwenga ndinomuziva, achiwenga ndine namba yavo.
Chamisa ndomuziva, Chamisa akapiwa mari akaenda kuuniversity akabhadharwa masters. Tsvangirai akapiwa mari neorganization yakadai. Iwe wega wotoita kunge ndiwe mhepo, kunge ndiwe Mwari, unenge uri everywhere in this world. Pane era ipapa, patori neera chaichayo.
Saka Scotty gonna make a decision. Scotty,
Ndawedza
Scotty.
ukubatsirai guys. Just to say, look, I think elderly people, they become Looney Tune, they read crazy shit on Facebook, and they think it's
No,
actually
that's
true.
true.
I've actually personally experienced that. Rumwe dzekuti vakomana kana vanhu havachemberawo tanga kudiscover internet vakura.
It's a big
Ah,
problem. You know what? Jabba, it's a, don't na mhomzo wangu when she comes and visits me, vanobva TikTok, vachiona mavideo, you know what. And some of the stuff will be propaganda, right? Zozonza, chazoti chakati politics Zimbabwe. Those that no, mama, munhu ari kunyemba. It's just, I don't go to my views, never like, TikTok. You get what I mean?
but kana vakura, if you
Exactly.
understand where
Yeah.
I
But
come,
because like,
because you're exhausting battle just to convince your own mother
that's true.
that shit ain't even
Yeah.
true.
So I wonder like
No, sometimes something is true to you. Eh? Just like I said, someone can be good to you. To you. But what you can't do is if you meet the ones they have been bad to, you can't say, no, Munu uyu is not bad because they are good to me. Brother wangu akarepa msikana panze uko. I can't defend it and say, harepe. Yes, harepe my sisters ake. I have to listen to the one who is a victim. Kana usiri victim, shut up. What did Anga Chite? I didn't know.
I think what we need to do is we have to
I
limit
didn't know about that. Not
massive.
to come high and mighty. He is not like that. He is not. There is no evil. Just because how come you are quite good to tell us evil yam twangirai, evil ya chamisa, evil ya vamwe vanhu. Uyu uri kumprotectere.